Hello and welcome to Travel Beans. I'm Emma, behind the camera is Alex, and today we are exploring more of the disgusting Italian coast. After exploring some incredible spots around the southern areas of Salento, we decided to head further up to explore more of the northern part of this region. In this video, you'll see the caved seaside town of Polignano and Mare, a local beach where you can swim amongst ancient ruins, the gorgeous white-walled city of Ostuni, and the ancient cave city of Matera. The popular town of Polignano and Mare is known as the Pearl of the Adriatic and is a must-see when in the area.
I wanted to visit this place because the name sounded actually very similar to my hometown. So I'm from Weston-super-Mare in England, which from now on I'm going to call it Weston-super-Mare. And the resemblance is uncanny. I'm on the high street here and it's exactly the same. You've got beautiful people, lovely blue skies, lovely shops. It's exactly the same. For non-Brits or even Brits that haven't heard of Weston-super-Mare, do not actually go there. Like, please, if I have any influence over you whatsoever, do not go to my hometown.
This city's pretty striking from the water. You have actual caves going underneath the houses and buildings of the city. It's bizarre. And apparently there's actually a cave restaurant located here, but unfortunately Travel Beans isn't quite big enough to afford that yet, so maybe next time.
I promise when we get big enough, we're going to go to really fancy restaurants just so I can go and shit on the food. Like, that's a bit of a dream of mine. Okay, guys, let's try and make this happen. In the next 2 years, we're going to go to this fancy cave restaurant and I'm just going to give my absolutely honest opinion.
What if it's lovely?
Well, if it's lovely, sure, but
I should hope so.
But I imagine it'd be very pretentious, and I am not here to accept any pretentiousness under my watch. It's a wonder why anywhere is famous in Italy. Of course Rome, okay, but how did all of the other places get to become famous? And then there's so many undiscovered ones, because there hasn't been anywhere. I haven't been anywhere like not even a little bit.
That's true, every single town or village has been beautiful.
Perfect, it's just mind-blowing. Can any Italians please leave in the comment where is in Italy so we can go and make a video about that?
Perhaps one of the sites this town is most famous for is its Pebble Beach, located right in the centre. You've probably seen it crop up on your Instagram feed from time to time. The picture-perfect sliver of beach protected by giant cliff edges either side. I reckon this is my favourite place on the trip so far. I did love Lecce and Otranto, and I think they were both wonderful, and they're almost on par, really. But I think this place, I could just spend days wandering around the streets. It's just beautiful, and you've got that seaside vibe as well with the beach and everything. Oh, just look at it.
You'd have to be blind if you didn't think this is absolutely stunning, but I've always got something to say. Is there anyone out there, anyone mad enough to have the opinion that a pebble beach is better than a sand beach?
No,
surely there's not anyone. Leave in the comments if you're one of those crazy people.
After a wonderful morning spent exploring the town of Polignano and Mare, we drove just 20 minutes down the coast, where we stumbled upon our next stop. Alex insisted that we head off and try and find our own little sand beach because he's too snobby for a rocky one. And I'm so glad he did, because we have come across a beach amongst ancient ruins. I feel like this is only possible in Italy, or maybe Greece. Nobody talks about this. Nobody says, oh, go to Italy and you can go and lay on beaches amongst ruins.
I think the most unique thing that we found on this trip is Emma saying that I was right. I was right to leave that beach and come down here.
Well, it's bound to happen eventually.
It's on video. I was right. The more we've walked around this place, I think this has got to be one of the best finds we've ever had on Travel Beans. It's crazy. Where is your favourite spot that you found that you completely did not expect or stumbled upon? And does it beat ancient ruins by the coast? does it?
The beach gets its name from the 16th century coastal watchtower that can be found here, and is characterised by the artificially created ruins dotted around. This is what's left of a former limestone quarry, where large stones would have been cut from the rocks and would have likely been used in construction of buildings, inadvertently creating these unique formations that we can see today.
Guys, we found our beach spot, and this has to be the best beach spot I have ever had in my entire 32 years of life. There are so many little nooks and crannies here that everyone gets their own little spot to chill, and we even have our own little private beach here, and on the other side of those rocks there's just like pools to swim in. Oh,
And I'm happy there's not a pebble in sight on this little bit of beach.
no siree.
Please excuse my excuse for chest hair. Ooh. Just lathering up with sunscreen. Come on, guys. I'm not trying to be sexy. Following on from earlier, where Emma's saying that was her favourite place on the trip so far, I have to say this is my favourite place on the trip so far. This is turning into the favourite day so far in Italy. The more time I spend here, the more I'm in love with it. It is just so much perfection. If you like history, it's got it. If you like beaches, it's got it. If you like food, I mean, you're in Italy, you'll be able to find some food. Everything you want is here.
After a memorable afternoon in the sun, we headed towards Ostuni, a scenic 30-minute drive from the beach through never-ending fields of olive trees. Perched on top of a hill, you can actually see it long before you arrive. Commonly referred to as the White Town for obvious reasons, Ostuni is one of the main towns on the local tourist map in the Apulia region, known for its maze of picturesque whitewashed streets.
The thing I love about cities like this is like they feel really real, like people actually live here. But it's still so sort of calm and lovely at the same time. It's not like London, which is just hectic. Arborabella village was beautiful and really unique, but it didn't feel like anyone lived there. Whereas this feels unique and real at the same time. Oh, I love it here. It's so nice.
I've got a confession to make to you. I've got an addiction. I've got an addiction to filming people's laundry while I'm here in Italy. And I just realised just how weird that is.
It's so weird.
Like, for Italians, is it really annoying that people come here, tourists, and then they just take pictures of your laundry? But it looks so good.
As well as its historic centre, Ostuni is also known for its high-quality olive oil and wine production.
After driving through the thousands of olive tree fields on the way up to the city, we've decided to come and actually eat some olives. So we found a place here in the piazza in the centre of the old town, and I've got myself some olives and some wine, two of my favourite things in life. The olives here are unbelievably good.
Better than Turkish olives?
Oh, no, they're all good. Prosecco is also lovely, and it's a bargain. Right here in the centre, in the piazza, you'd think it would be super overpriced. Not so bad, €4. Lovely. I mean, okay, granted you can buy a bottle for that here, but in the location I am more than happy to pay this price. We also got a local snack called frise, I think, which is essentially what looks like little mini round bruschettas topped with all kinds of goodies. So we've gone for traditional ones, which is basically olive oil, tomatoes, and maybe a bit of oregano. That's delicious. Oh, the tastes of Italy are amazing. It's essentially bruschetta, like it's very similar. I'm sorry Italians if that's like sacrilege and I shouldn't have said that. But for the Brits and Americans watching, that's what it's similar to, and it is delicious.
Genuinely the best tomatoes in the world.
So
No shadow of a doubt.
After leaving Ostuni, we made our way back to our B&B so we could get up early and make it to our final stop in the southeast of Italy. And after some questionable route choices from Google, we eventually arrived at the ancient city of Matera, and more specifically, the area of Sassi, known for its cave dwellings carved out of the rock. The new part of the city is lovely, but walking through the archway into the area of Sassi cannot compare. It felt as though we had stepped back into biblical times, and although the area has evolved and changed over time, there is evidence that people were living here as early as 7000 BC. A truly fascinating place, well worth visiting.
What a mistake we made, a monumental mistake for only allowing one day here, and on this one day it's raining, so we can't even enjoy it properly. If you're coming to this region, do not make the same mistake that we did, and make sure you come here and allow more time to explore, because there is a lot to explore. I mean, you could argue a lot of the towns and cities kind of merged together and that they're all old and they're all beautiful, but I think they all have their own uniqueness about them, and they're all quite distinct in their own way, and this is just another example of that. So definitely come here and definitely allow more than a day.
Unfortunately, that is the end of our time on the southeast of Italy. I have loved this part of the series so much. I think the highlights for me have to be swimming in the ruins, the Bay of the Turks as well.
All those bloody lovely towns and cities we visited, including this one.
And the food. The food.
Basically, we had a lovely time.
The whole, all of it. So leave in the comments where was your favourite part of this series, and make sure you give it a like.
And don't forget to subscribe. Yep. Hit the notification bell, because we're not leaving Italy just yet.
So everyone together, come on. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you next time. And beans out. Whoa, that echoed around this ancient city. I expect like this avalanche now.
Every building falls over.
Next time on Travel Beans.
You got the views of Pompeii and Vesuvius just over there. Like today is going to be a great day.